going on, everybody? What's going on? Elemental astrology update. As you can see behind me, the sun is still in Libra. And how you can tell it's still in Libra is look how even it is in the sky. When I set my phone is sideways right now, right? But when I turn my phone straight, look how even it is in the sky, how centered. That is how you know we are in Libra. We are balanced. Now, when the moon goes into Scorpio, right? When the sun goes into Scorpio, you will see that the sun, you see where it is now. When the sun is in Scorpio, it's going to be just a tad bit higher than what it is when it goes into Scorpio. Then it's going to go into Ophiuchus, which is a little bit higher and more toward the right. Then we'll be in Ophiuchus. Like, what it does is right now the sun is coasting. You know how you coast? You go all the way up on a roller coaster and then you drop and now you're just free flowing. That's exactly what the sun is doing. So the sun is in Libra and the moon is currently in Sagittarius, which is my favorite energy because that is my mother's light energy. So Sagittarius is my favorite. And we do have some shifts that took place with the asteroids and asteroids. I wouldn't say the Psyche drives made any shifts because they didn't. But you do have to keep an eye on Mercury because it is jumping from Libra and Scorpio. And Mars is jumping around Ophiuchus, Scorpio as well. So those two are doing a lot of moving. But what has moved is Pallas is no longer in Aquila. It moved to Aquarius. So for our retrogrades, Uranus and Taurus, Saturn, Neptune and Chiron and Pisces, Jupiter and Gemini, and Mercury and Libra. Those are our retrogrades. And where everything is positioned, Psyche, drive, and asteroids, we have Mercury in Libra, Mars in Ophiuchus, Venus in Libra. Then we have Jupiter in Gemini. Then we have Pisces, Chiron, and Saturn in Pisces. Then we have Uranus in Taurus. Then we have Lilith in Aquarius, Juno in Ophiuchus, Pallas in Aquarius, and Ceres and Cetus, the whale. And that is the update for our asteroids and our Psyche drive. So be on the lookout for one of my posts because I'm going to have a lot of definitions and meanings of the Psyche drives and the asteroids. So you guys have a better understanding of self, because the asteroids and the planets, aka Psyche drives, they all play a huge role up here. Everything plays a role up here so we can function, you know what I mean? And see what's going on in our reality. Because yesterday night, it was very, very interesting for me. When I was standing east yesterday night, it was very cool to see my entire head. Like, to see where everything is placed, Psyche drive-wise and planet-wise. When you faced east at night, you'll see a lot of the planets and Psyche drives are on our masculine side in the northwest. A lot of the stuff's taking place in the back of the head. In the northwest on the masculine, and in the southwest in the feminine. Very little Psyche drives that you'll see in the southeast and the northeast. Here is northeast, here is southeast, back here is northwest, and over here is southwest. So when you get your Stellarium app or any app that you use to look at the constellations, face east and then mirror it to your head. That is where everything is placed in your brain right now. Because the dome, this place that we call a dome, is literally this circumference, this oval circumference that we have on our head. That is the dome of this planet. So when you face east and you look at and you see where everything is placed, you'll see what part of your brain everything is placed in. So you know what part and what direction to face and do the work. Lock in. Intergalactic communications. Signing out.